All right. Hi. So I was going to make this for a couple people who were saying that they want to make an Amazon list, but they're not 100% sure how to do it. So here I am trying to show you. I'm sure there's tutorials out there on how to do it as well. But if you just want a familiar, well, I don't know if I'm a familiar face, but anyways, so you get on your Amazon, make sure it's yours. I know that sounds silly. But then right up here where it's you, right? It says hello, Ashley. Make sure it says hello, your name. You're going to go to your list and you're going to create a list. Okay. So then you're just going to go, you're not married, baby, or celebrating a different occasion. So you're going to just hit this button right here. Oops, sorry, that says create a list. And then list name. Now, some people just put kindergarten or just put, it's really helpful if you put your name. So I know I was talking with the SPED team, right? And you guys are kind of going to make one as a group or maybe, but I will say, like, if a classroom teacher is seeing this, it is very helpful if you put the classroom, your last name, and then what grade level it is super, super helpful from a parent perspective. Okay. But here I'm just going to put, what am I going to do? I'm going to do, SPED wish list, or you decide what you want to do, but that's just my 2 cents on how to do that. Okay, so then you are here, right? One of the questions I had was some people were like, well, we're going to do a collaborative one, so what can I do to, like, do I have to, what's the best way to do that? And it looks like maybe you can invite another person to, instead of view only, view and edit, excuse me, and then you'll have to add them here. If that seems overwhelming, you can just have one person be your point person and you can add things to it. Okay, so now that comes to, how do I add things to this, right? So let's say I want, what's something simple? Markers, Crayola markers. Okay. And I want bulk. Let's go big or go home, right? So I'm going to pick the markers I want. I want these. Those look fabulous. Why not? Okay. So then I have to figure out how to do this over here. I'm not going to add to cart, right? Because I want to add it to my wish list, excuse me. So you're going to go down here and you're going to say add to list. Okay. And you're going to make sure, if you might have multiple lists, right? Probably you don't if I'm teaching you how to do this for the first time, but eventually you might have multiple lists. So make sure you click the correct one. And then you would say, continue shopping, pick more things, or view your list. Okay, so here's your list now. It has the fabulous go big or go home marker set. Okay, so then the question is, once I generate my list, yes, you can add to it at any time, right? And it'll automatically populate, and anyone with the link will see the most updated version that you've created. But then you have this handy dandy send list to others, okay? And so you want them to view only, right? Without making edits, right? And so you're going to go down here and you're going to hit copy link, okay? And it's going to tell you, ta-da, the link's copied. Then how do you get this to the masses? So you go to your email, okay? You email Lindsay Peabody, the fabulous Lindsay Peabody in the front office, and then the fabulous Jessica Safadi, our PTO president. And you want to email both of these because Lindsay is going to put it in the newsletter that the parents get, and I believe that you get as well. And then Jess is going to put it in a post that she pushes out through her channels of Facebook and whatnot. So here's my Amazon link. So if you want to be fancy, you highlight that, then you say insert link, and then you, copy and paste. You can do it like that, where you right click, or you can do Control V and there it is. Okay, and now it's hyperlinked. If that feels overwhelming, you just paste it like that. I like doing this one because for some reason sometimes it doesn't like make a link here, but anyway, that is how you share it, and then you would send it off. Okay, so that is the general how-tos of making an Amazon wish list. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention with this one is making sure that your address is updated. Now, I do not know if it needs to be sent to the school or sent to your personal home. So you'll have to go through and make sure that your address is updated for that, if that makes sense. And so when people find or purchase things on it, it's sent to the right location. Like you can see mine is my North Carolina location, which would be a huge problem if that was the address that was selected. So make sure you have the right address as well. Okay, so just big broad strokes here about Amazon wish lists. The idea is that we want to make Amazon wish lists so that we can push it to the parents and our community to pick off some of those smaller items and whatnot, because obviously whatever is purchased on your Amazon wish list does not come out of that pool of money that you get as, you know, full-time versus part-time. I believe full-time is $250 and part-time is $125, but you might want to double check. I believe that is correct, but for this year. So if you're seeing things that would be beneficial, I know a lot of teachers put on books. There's a lot of great books out there. Those smaller things that parents love to buy, like books, for some reason, there's something about buying art supplies or like school supplies that just gives us all a little bit of a dopamine high, little fix. So those kinds of things, I feel like parents really like to buy books and those sorts of things. But obviously, think about what would benefit you in the classroom, the community, the parents want to support you, and this is a great way to go about doing that. If you have any additional questions or you would like me just to sit down with you and walk you through how to do this, here's my email. Okay, here's my email, sort of. It's ashley.e.bertrand@gmail.com. Okay, so find me. I will come help you. I'll sit in the lounge. You know, I'm the crazy lady who's painting it and doing that stuff. So big broad strokes is the PTO is here to support you. That is our goal. We are so appreciative of everything that you do and everything that you pour into these kids in our community and our school culture. And if, you know, there's a way that we can support you, we want to do that, whether it's the Amazon wish list and helping with that, whether it's stocking the fridge or whatnot. Please reach out to us, myself or Jess, or any of the PTO, you know, but yeah, sorry, I'm getting long-winded, but I appreciate you, is all I'm trying to say. And hopefully this was helpful.